fib.nq on the 7th.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
What exactly is out of the box, and why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Othrew. Alrighty then, don't forget trading is risky and all that business. Good morning, happy Friday. We are about 30 minutes from the US Open. Let's get into our checklist. Don't forget, you got 1 day left, 1 day, 14 hours left on our Independence Day sale there into the weekend. This is Christmas in July, and so we've got 2 times a year that we do the best price points there for Algobox. If you want to get involved, it's great at any price, in my opinion. And you'll see that, I think, demonstrated here today. We're going to show you guys how the system works, how it makes trade life easier. It may look more complex, but trading is complex. But let the tools do the work. You focus on your size. And by size, we're talking about your trade size, risk size, targeting, and how big you're getting in on each play. Sorry, I'm seeing this beautiful play set up there. There's a double dot headshot. Double dot power headshot right there, right off of the bat. Power headshot, actually. Mouthful right there off of the 9 a.m. Now, take a peek at our news first. We're going to go through the checklist. Also, Apex still doing, well, no, hold on. Did they? I'd have to change that. I don't know if they're doing 90% off anymore or not. Let's see. No, they extended it. Okay, awesome. You've got 90% off. Use code ALGOBOX. That'll help us to be able to get to a point where we have enough people using our code where they'll do some giveaways. We're still working on that. If more people will use our code, that'd be fantastic. Also helps out our tech support team. Check out those Apex accounts, 90% off. They now have end of day drawdown accounts, so you don't have to worry about the intraday drawdown on those. And in between trades, end of day drawdown, they have those accounts there for you as well. Okay, so let's go into the checklist here. I'm going to click on financialjuice.com. I would recommend you use that for your news. Almost every trader I know now is using financialjuice.com. They have a free news service there that will also read out the news events to you, kind of keep you up to date on an audio queue, as well as the traditional listed items that I'm going to go through right now. Things that come from Econo Day and Forex Factory that you may have used traditionally. But Financial Juice showed up about 2 years ago, and I think they've done a great job. So go ahead and give them a follow. The free version has advertisements. I think I do. The paid for version doesn't have ads. I think there's some other benefit to it. I don't recall what the other thing is if you do purchase their service, but I do have the paid service for that. But we'll be listening into that here this morning on our live stream. And let's see. Go to the list on the left. I want to see what time our news events are going to be coming up here this morning. We had Red Star News there at 8:30 a.m. So about 30 minutes ago, there was a big news event there. If you are an early bird, you've got that an hour before the US Open. Unemployment rates and the Canadian employment rate there at 8:30. Also building permits and Canadian participation rate, all at 8:30. Also, Canadian average hourly earnings year over year report came out. A lot of stuff came out there at 8:30 a.m. And then, do we have 10 a.m.? Oh, that's very interesting. We do not. There is a, what is this? A Friday? This is a no news morning? Are y'all seeing the same thing? I'm gonna refresh my page here. Can you guys double check what for me? Check your own news sources if you have using Financial Juice. I mean, I'm looking at 8:30, then I see a big gap until 12 a.m. I'm sorry, 12 p.m. Do y'all see that? So a Friday morning with no news. So it's going to be all technicals. That could be good or bad. We'll find out. I kind of want to check. Forex Factory. Check another source. As I'm saying, Financial Juice is great. I mean, I know it sounds like I don't have faith, but I'm just saying it's very odd. Well, look at that. Oh, Forex Factory, same thing. It's kind of an empty day. Look at that. Not much there. Oftentimes, this is a big list. Friday, July 10th. Write it down. There's kind of a nothing burger there. All right. Well, so it's all us. It's full auto Friday. So let me go up to the top here and walk you through getting our full auto turned on. And I'm going to say, like, there's different versions of our full auto. So you can be running strategies, which are inside of the strategy tab on your control center, or what I'm going to be running up here. This is a platinum edition. This is for platinum members only. However, this is the last time that you'll have access to be able to get platinum if you get the gold lifetime. So we do have seats available for that, but it ends this month. So after our awesome Christmas and July sale, you will not be able to have access to this. This will be platinum members only, and that's kind of expensive. Like, I get it. It's 20 grand. But you can get this right now with the full, with the lifetime option. If you purchase lifetime, and or you get on the lease to own, you won't have it enabled right away. But if you get your payoff, once you do your payoff, which means you have lifetime, I'll give an example. The lease to own is a lease to own 18-month. There's also, on Helping Hand, somewhere in there, there is also some version of it that is a 24-month plan. When you get to the end of 18 months or the 24 months, remember, you do not have to pay the entire time. You don't have to wait 18 months or 24 months. You can pay it off at any time. But once you pay off, you will get platinum included right now through the end of July. On August the 1st, we're doing a new release of our code. The code base will be different. The plans will be different. And this will not be included. This is the last time. If you wanted to get platinum, now would be the time to get it. The difference are these buttons right here. And you might think, okay, well, what's behind the buttons? The buttons are they filter for you. These are going to automatically, number one, you get 2 versions of entries. Instead of just Enigma, you have Enigmas or Super AO. If you don't know what a Super AO is, go through the 8-day boot camp there this weekend, maybe get a hold of and understand what that is. At the top there, there is an Enigma bot that you'll still have access to if you do purchase some of our other programs with the gold pack. The gold pack does give you the Enigma, but it does not have Super AO. Okay, but the Platinum Edition, want to show what that's about. If you want to get these, you can filter for a moonshot. What does that mean? It's an Enigma plus an order flow cross event. What's a supermoon? A supermoon would be a super event. What is that? A ready DD. That's a double delta or delta shift plus an Enigma. That is what we define as a supermoon. You can turn that on or off. MacVU off or on. MacVU, that is the nerd at the bottom left that we have here on, let's see, this guy here. So we use this all the time when we are doing our discretionary trading. You'll see me refer to this. This is the NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. That's the nerd. All 4 correlated instruments filtered. If you want to take trades in the direction of only the MACV entry, you can set that. That is also included in the button filters. So you can just literally go, yeah, I want to go in the direction of the MACV only. Do you want neutrals on or off? What does that mean? That means, do you want to take that if the MACV ultimate is neutral? You know, there is buy side, sell side, or neutral. So that is a specific button if you want those on or off. E-power, that is the Enigma power option. If you only want to take Enigmas that have a power greater than 10, for instance, you could do that. So like this one right here, see that? That's a 12.5. So if you want to take things, make sure that they're greater than 10, that's a very common option that I'm like, yeah, I only want to take them if the power number is above 10. Like there's a level 13.5 that just showed up right now here on the NASDAQ. So that could be an option as well. And the fiddle zone on or off. Do you want to have the fiddle zone filter on? Do you want to filter to only take trades outside of the fiddle zone? What is that? If you're new with us, you may not know what that is. Down here, this is our fiddle zone indication there. The golden zone there, that's the fiddle zone. We want to take these where we pop outside of the fiddle zone for our best plays. So you can have it automatically do that. It's one of the things that we do in our filtering. I'll teach you how I trade. I like to trade outside of the fiddle zone, especially if I get a masher entry, and you'll learn what all these things are in our training program. Of course, you can go through the 8-day boot camp and clear it in just 8 videos. You'll learn it all. But then if you want to go deep dive, we have 111 videos there in our premium member training. So I'm going to go through here and show you how easy it is for me to turn this on. I'm going to run the full auto across 6 instruments. Again, you do not have to. You don't have to do that stuff. I talk about what I do. I'm not telling you, okay, here's what you have to do. If you don't want to do it my way, you don't have to, but I'm here to demonstrate how I do it. And then you fit it in what works for you with your risk tolerances and your personal goals. Everybody's got different personal goals, what they want to reach, how much time they have to trade, if they're working full-time, part-time, or doing this full-time, whether you are the sole breadwinner or you've got other alternative income flows. Everybody's different. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to start at the top left, and I'm going to first arm the system. So how do I arm it? Let me take this off of always on top here for a second so that when I'm zooming and drawing, I can draw in this section. Okay. So I'm going to first, I need to arm a direction or directions here. I want to personally take both directions. So I'm going to arm long and arm short. So you'll hear me say this as I'm getting started in the morning sometimes. Now, mind you, today's full auto Friday, so I'm going into more detail on this. Most days, I'm just going to come in here and I just do this and I get to trading, okay? But here this morning, we'll talk through my settings as well. So for those who want to kind of catch up on a Friday and go, okay, I've been wanting to get in on this full auto thing. Let me go ahead and let me do this in sim and go play with this here, put it in some market replay and, you know, see what it does for me. Kind of, this is how I would do it, right? Arm long, arm short. I'm going to go both directions. Then I'm going to enable full auto. So I have full auto option or semi-auto. Semi-auto will mean it will take the next trade. And this is helpful when I am trading discretionary. If I want to automatically take the next Enigma, or if I want to automatically take the next Super AO because of some events that are going on the charts where I've got the setup, I've stalked the trade, where I know I've got the high time frames with me, I'm ready to take a play. If I'm looking for the next entry, and I can literally just go, boom, click semi-auto, take the next trade. It'll automatically hit that immediately. So I have no slippage. Well, I don't say there's no slippage because it can still have slippage, but I'm saying there's no delay between my personal reaction time to the chart. It will automatically enter in on the next trade and then disable itself afterwards. So full auto is going to keep taking trades, but semi-auto would be I'll take the next trade and then disable myself. Okay, and then I'm going to choose Enigma or Super AO. And that's all I'm going to run here this morning with no stops and targets. I'm not going to select an ATM, which would be right up here. You would see the ATM right here. It currently says none because I'm going to trade side to side here this morning. I'm going to be trading enter in on a green Enigma, exit on a red Enigma, and go the other direction. That's what I'm currently going to be running on here. This is just, there's a whole strategy around how I do that. And that's, we go deep dive in on that when you get into it's like videos. It's after video of number 50. We get deep dive. We really want to teach you everything first. Going into full auto is after you learn the individual components. Okay. So full auto Enigma on. So this is what it ends up looking like when I am setting this up. Okay, so now this instrument is ready to go. Okay, this is the ES. So arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. This one is ready to go. So when an Enigma shows up on this chart, it will enter into the direction of either long or short based on the color of it. And then it will exit and reverse and go the other direction on an opposing signal. Make sense? Now also quantity of 1 and ATM, there is none over here. So that means it's going to be entering in order quantity 1. Okay, 1 contract, side to side. My L1 is right there. So I'm doing confluence level 1
approved by Congress
for NASDAQ. Also a 1, but a higher time frame. So take a note, ES, I'm running on the 2s, Algo bar 2s. In Q, I'm running on the 4s, L1 for confluence. For those of you guys who are following along with settings, remember, if you become a member and you purchase, you can actually just download my workspace on the left-hand side of Discord in the community workspaces section. You can just download Vinny's live stream workspace and you'll have this laid out. This is on a 4K monitor. I do recommend people buy a 43-inch TV from Walmart. Walmart has them for $115. There's really no excuse not to have one. Set it in the center in front of you. The perfect size, in my opinion. The equivalent of 4 24-inch monitors, but you get it in one HDMI cable or one DisplayPort cable connected to your PC, and you're good to go. You're not going to have to complain about being able to see things. And if you download anybody's 4K workspace in the community workspaces section, it will just work. Okay, you don't have to fart around with moving charts around, or, well, I'm using two 24s and my grandpa gave me a 49-inch curved super large thing over on the side, and it's a widescreen format. You know, all that stuff is just, honestly, in my opinion, it's a waste of time. Okay, get yourself a 43-inch standard 4K, stick it in front of you, and then have some flanking monitors if you like. That's going to be super helpful in the layout. So we go over that in video number 1 in the 8-day bootcamp on suggestions and all the reasons why I think that is the ideal for any trader getting started. Arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. 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 And arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. There we go. So now I've got this across 6 instruments. This is my level of diversification. I'm diversifying across instruments, across the nerd plus 2. So what are the 2? 2, I've got crude oil and gold. Got it? Now, one other key to my morning sessions, particularly, I like to use the AlgoBox Trade Command Center Prop Firm Risk Console. I know it's a mouthful, but we're just trying to put a title on it that tells you exactly what it does. Okay, it doesn't have to be prop firms though. It can be a live account as well. And of course, I recommend you start practicing first in Sim before you start doing any of this other stuff. This gives you control over auto flattening and also gives us some detailed information up here. Current max ideal target 26. I don't use this too terribly often. I probably should more often. This will tell you in current market conditions. This is based on an internal ATR scenario that will give you, hey, as of right now, the way the market's currently moving, what's your ideal, like basically what's hitting almost every single time right now, currently at this time of day. Right now for this instrument, it's 26 ticks. Makes sense. Auto flatten. This is what I'm currently using. So in the morning here, and I have mine set to about 1150. That also takes into account slippage. So I will be coming away with approximately $1,000 if all goes well there while these are trading. Now, what does that mean? That means across all 6 instruments, these could be, 3 trades could be open, 1 trade could be open, or all 6. Max 6 positions could be open at one given time, right? Because there could be enigmas that show up during that morning market area that I'm going to be running here this morning. It's on, but this auto flatten doesn't matter how many positions are open. It will automatically flatten when it reaches the take profit or your max loss. And we also have an option here to auto kill all data connections. So if I wanted to completely set this to be completely hands off, I could literally come over here and click on auto kill all data connections, and I can just go over there and go to sleep on that couch right over there, and it will automatically just disconnect everything. It's taking its profits, disable, so it's not going to take any other further trades, and nothing could be reinitiated. Makes sense. All right, so that's going to be happening. You might have seen that yesterday in our live stream where I was taking trades on discretionary and the full auto hit. We've got an audio cue for it. And then in the bottom right down here in the little messaging area right now, it says running this account. And it tells you the details of what it's running right now, 4-minute ATR, and all that gives you the stats. But then when it hits its target, you saw me yesterday, drag that over. And when you heard the audio cue, I know when there was a lot going on, I think the news was happening, the news announcer, I was talking at the same time, but I also heard the audio sound from the bot say like, congratulations, profit target hit. And that closes out all the positions. And then afterwards I do, because I don't have auto kill all data connections, because I still wanted to be trading on this connection. This could continue to take trades because these buttons are all on. So I do have to come through and turn off full auto. Afterwards, it does not do that for you. This only controls the positions that are open. This is a position controller. So if you want to take more trades after that, however, if you keep this on, it will continue to close out new positions. If you try to engage more positions after it's already reached, it's going to keep closing out positions for you. So you don't want to have to fight with that. Okay. Yeah, so we kind of covered that. Full auto Friday. We talked about full auto. We did. Let's get to it. Let's go into the rest of our checklist before we get started. Discretionary trading will start in about 8 minutes.
Use disconnected.
Oh, we lost connection to Financial Juice there. And let me pull up the checklist here on screen. If you type !checklist in our Discord, this will come up so you can get a copy of this here. Data feeds, got that going this morning. One of the hardware checks, I like to check to make sure that my real-time protection is turned off. That's this little slider right here. Don't forget, Windows will continuously turn this back on for you. You're going to have to turn this off every day. As soon as you reboot, Windows likes to turn that back on for you. So we're going to turn that off. Real-time protection. Let's go through the rest of our list here. Day of the week, it's Friday, so we're early in, early out. Time of day, we're about 8 minutes from the US Open. News, we already talked about that and got that going. FOMC or NFP, nope. No holidays. Last week was 4th of July, but not this week. Gears, we are on the 5s. VIX volatility has been very high. Yesterday I had a windfall day. I also need to take note of that. In our Discord chat, type !windfall. If you have not seen this video, if you are a premium member, you have already seen this or should have. Windfall profits are actually 2 videos that I do recommend. If you type !windfall in the chat, this will pop out here. So we have some commands there that you'll become familiar with if you're hanging out in our Discord. This one will pop out a couple of videos here around windfall profits, how I approach the markets the day after, particularly like today. Today, I want to be extra cautious. I had a huge windfall day yesterday, almost 50K yesterday. That is a big day for me. Now, the next day, I do not want to give that back. I don't want to come in overconfident, but I already am. No matter what you want to say, your brain has this thing. You know, you hit a monster number yesterday. Today, you could, that extra confidence, that overconfidence could now come in and haunt you the following day. I do not want to give it away. Okay. So I do need to keep that in the back of my, well, the front of my mind, really. This morning, I need to be extra cautious, need extra, just absolutely perfect plays. Kind of like this one right here, except I don't have, no, I don't have the nerd. The nerd is currently green and we've got green arrow, right? I would love to take this power headshot here, but right now we've got moderate buy, green arrow, and I hear buyers on the tape. Okay, so I need to see something else on a higher time frame signal me before I can take this play. So I'm going to start looking to the higher time frame and wait for something to show up there first. So I'm skipping this play. Okay, you don't just take every single play. That is a big misnomer of people who come here and are like, well, that's a whatever, fill in the blank. Yes, you've identified, congratulations, you've identified the entry opportunity, but we need a 2-step filter right in front of it. Now, that full auto that I just talked about a few minutes ago can do some of this for you. I can automatically just click the buttons and it can auto filter. For instance, I could come over here and go, okay, only take trades in the direction of the MACV. I probably should have showed that. Like, all I have to do is just click that button. Okay. If I wanted the power level of 10, like I said earlier, I can click this right here and boom, set that to E power of 10. Now I've got 2 filters on for this. It will only take this in the direction of the MACV ultimate. and with an E-power of 2. You can combine these. If I wanted to take trades only outside of the fiddle zone, it would look like this. So now I have those buttons turned on. And so now it will automatically do the waiting that I would normally do, where I would wait for the histogram to be outside the fiddle zone, which right now it is. It's out there. So I'm getting ready for a play any moment now here on the discretionary trading account. Okay. But the Platinum system allows us to have all the filters already done for me. I don't have to do any work, right? Okay. Let's finish out the checklist here before the US Open here in a few minutes. Contract dates, we do that at the beginning of the week. Wave ranges, currently this week, we've been on 36. Today is the last day of the week. Speedometer, good to go. Audio box, I hear it clacking. Music, got it rolling. P&L cadence, okay. P&L cadence on the list. I just talked about it. Huge windfall day yesterday. Okay, what do we do? Almost, this was yesterday's 45K dip in the morning there, and just huge plays there yesterday. Go watch yesterday's live stream. It was really good. I think Mentorship Monday. There was a lot going on there on the Mentorship Monday. And let me play this quick video here while I take my last sip of coffee here before we get going. 3 minutes before the open. If you're brand new, this will kind of walk you through how things go here. Let's do that.
Our daily live streams start with Mentorship Mondays, where we bring you algorithmic trading, interactive mentoring, and your questions are answered live. Get hands-on learning with these quant trading tools engineered to give you an unfair edge over other traders who don't have AlgoBox on their trade stations. Discover the power of predictive auto harmonics. Utilize trading robots to quantify and react even in fast market conditions. Learn all our quant trading strategies such as the DCDM, HMD, and the dynamic game-changing order flow system, the Alpha Omega. Empower your trading with Flowmaster's advanced real-time audio and visual order flow analysis features. Detect the market mover's trading activity and take action with cutting-edge tools like AudioBox for live digital bit noise that audibly reveals the size and speed of the big players on the tape in real time. Use the Delta Flagging Pro to ready up your next precision entry and the Supreme Flowmaster Enigma for unrivaled, actionable trade opportunities. Got questions? Get them answered live. Whether you're new to AlgoBox or an advanced trader, you'll gain valuable, unique takeaways in every live trading stream session. Dive into structured quant trading. Access our free trade room and free community tools. Test your knowledge in the AlgoBox Academy with tests and quizzes. Add the AlgoBox Edge to your trading arsenal and harness the power of our algorithmic strategies. Your success is our mission. Subscribe now and make every Monday a game changer with Mentorship Monday. See you on the stream. Download your 2-week free trial and use our community tools at algoboxpro.com.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
All right, we have 30 seconds to the US Open. Don't miss Monday. We're going to be talking about stuff for the new folks, getting started with us. Oh, profit target just hit. Okay, turn off full auto. We had a few trades going on there, Saul, and the bots are already done. The bots have already done 10K. There's that auto profit target hit right there. So auto take profit hit, congratulations. It reached 1165. Let's see what it closed out with. You'll see kind of what I talked about. Yeah, so see, closing out with after commissions and after slippage, we got 1076 on the full auto bot here before the US market even opened there this morning. Love those kind of days. Happy Friday to me. Early in, early out. The employees did their jobs. Right. Okay. Let's see. Had a little Enigma right there. 12.5. Currently valid speed. I see the P point down below us for a target. What's above us? Prior close and the open line are up there. And again, want to be extra cautious here. I do not want to be giving away my gigantonormous windfall day yesterday. Let's see. I saw someone ask a question. Can you use a trade copier with the full auto bot? Yes.
500 opening 0.1% higher. Nasdaq 100 down 0.4%.
It's crazy. I've got 3 paid staff members and nobody can answer that question in the chat. I don't. It is wild, man. It's Hey, listen, I'm looking to hire. If you are interested in working with our crew, come see me. But I hope you're a person who, you know, wants to actually work. It's weird. It's weird. These days, man, people don't want to work. It's, we have reached a society, I think we just, the work from home thing has, it's just deteriorated people's ability to work. It's wild. Okay, anyhow. It's Friday, 9:31. One of those items on my list there is distractions, and the things on your mind can impact your ability to
4.7% gain in
make quick decisions in the market, so be careful around that. Let's see, we've got, I'm going to remove these from yesterday.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Bull touch hot. Delta shift NQ on the 5.
Let's see. Delta shift. Okay, I want to take the next play here, but no, we're neutral. Okay, so looking down here, bottom left, currently neutral. So I kind of want to have, I'd prefer to wait for a side on this, and I'm a bear side player, so I kind of need to wait till that shifts red. Had a moment there for a minute prior. Usually I like to kind of sit on hands for the first 5 minutes, so I just need to relax here a moment, wait for the market to come to me. When I see the opportunity, then I'll slap at it. Okay, I got a 7.3 on the 9s coming in right here. Let's see if I get a correlation. They're sitting in neutral, so if I'm going to slap here, I'll be looking for a T1 out of a play. There we go, red side. Okay, now give me a play. Looking for a 2-component entry.
Rising, tracking rising.
I want a structure plus an order flow event.
5.4%, strategy up 4.9%.
Okay, there's a ready DD. Get ready to take the next play. We got it. Wait for it. Just need an entry. Okay, nerd is slapped red one more time. Stalking the play. Ready to pounce on an entry. Okay, there is a dot at the bottom of a channel. Need a red entry. Okay, there's a cipher. I'll go ahead and toe in on the cipher. Now I'm playing that, technically I'm playing that alone right now because I don't have an RTFA event with it. But it has been one that I was already stalking, looking for an entry. And again, I'm not going to go all in on a scenario like this, but I am looking for a potential. If it drops right there, fantastic. If not, I don't want to be too far off on it. Okay, there's my R2FA event. Add in on the cross.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
So now I'm in a half position. On the 5s, I'm looking for target 1 at 35 ticks. You can see my tick counter over there on the right. We're at 27 ticks right now.
NQ on the 5.
Red dots, add to position. Hearing buyers, that's making me a little bit nervous here. Looks like they're wanting to push that up there to that prior close. There's a 10.4. I'll add to my position here on the cross.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7.
Feeling like this is not exactly an ideal position here, so I'm going to bail on it. I'm going to take half off as we come back to my POE. Okay, there's 50 ticks. Look for a Seuss continuation or another point for an entry. Seuss.
Delta shift NQ on the 5.
There's a delta shift.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Okay, there's 50 ticks. I'll take off half right there. That is actually a target 2 scenario. I'm hearing sellers, so I'm going to try to hold to an opposing signal.
Double delta NQ on the 7.
Okay, I'm going to Seuss right there and trying to hold to an opposing signal. There's the bottom of the channel.
Delta shift NQ on the 5.
Hearing sellers.
Emergence of NQ on the 9. NQ on the 36.
All right, and I'll close it out right there. 2,700 for trade number 1 there this morning. Watching off of that high time frame, playing it into the low time frame, high time frame opportunity, low time frame risk. Trade number 1. I didn't talk about this morning, but if you've been in our Mentorship Mondays, you'll know I'm here to take 5 trades. Everything that I'm doing here, I try to quantify what we're doing here in the markets, approaching markets like a video game. 5 lives. Within my 5, I need winner, winner, chicken dinner. Within 2 trades, I should be able to have enough to put chicken dinner on the table. Trade number 1 is done. Don't overstay your welcome. Proving its point right there. There was the end of that play. I usually want to hold to an opposing signal. There's the opposing signal. Where did I end up exiting? Pretty close to that, but you need to get out, right? You just ate your entire play there if you held on longer. Remember, you're coming in here playing against Mike Tyson. I see traders fail all the time by holding positions too long, trying to take a 20, 30 or 50 tick play and trying to turn it into, you know, 100 or 200. I'm gonna hold it. I'm just gonna hold it for 150 ticks. Why? You have no business. Like, that's not how things work. You've got to get that mentality out of your mind. If you're still in that place, I'm trying to help you, trying to get you out of that space. Do not be that. Okay, hold to the opposing signal, play the system the way it was designed. Side, I won't say side to side every time, because side to side means, you know, when I'm playing the enigmas from one side to the other, but I'm saying enter in on a setup, exit on the following setup, right? Hold to the opposing signal. Right.
Enigma short on the NQ4. Delta ship NQ on the 36.
Okay, I'm looking for the next trade. I do see some questions coming in there in the chat. I'll try to answer those here at the end. Hold those questions and don't forget them. Thanks for dropping them in the chat here, but I need to concentrate until I get my second trade here done, because you guys are asking some in-depth questions. Those are not simple questions, but I'll talk through some thoughts on that. I can't direct you particularly or tell you what to do. I can tell you what I would do in my situation.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7.
Okay, here in sellers, currently neutral. We've got red arrow. Do we have jagged on the tape? Nope.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega up NQ 7.
Okay, there's a headshot right here, power headshot. I'm gonna go ahead and toe in because it's already made a big move down. It's my concern there. That was a power headshot, sitting in neutral.
Divergence up NQ on the 9. Delta ship NQ on the 7.
Don't want to get stuck in a trap there. No, I'm gonna kill it. So again, on a day after a windfall day, I'm not giving anything back to the markets there. So I'll just close that one out at basically break even there. I think I made a little bit on that, but nothing. There was a headshot there that got broken. It was a super power headshot, and I should have, I could, would have, could have, should have, but technically speaking, it kind of broke back behind that. The dot broke. The dot itself was pierced. So again, I want an absolutely perfect play on days after a windfall. Again, there's a whole thing around that. Go watch the windfall video to understand. I am avoiding any kind of loss on the day after a windfall day. I'm not giving nothing back.
As a mediator following the events of Tuesday and Thursday.
Yes, Mr. Monta, you had that problem. Hey, thanks for that note there. Holding too long is wrong. Okay, write it down. Holding too long is wrong. Don't do it.
Full touch low.
We are here to grab bags. Okay, we're not the big guy. Let the big guy play. We get paid on
Down NQ on the 5.
our swings. Okay, we get to come in, swing at it, get in and get out. I got a DCR right here. Okay, I will take a slap at a DCR. Now, if it turns into a double cross, double move to the upside, I do want to know where that's located. That's going to be up here. Actually, I'm going to put a whole zone on that just in case.
Enigma long on the YM2. Enigma long on the NQ7.
So see, like that one right there, I was busy drawing there and I should have taken some off there in the crab. Okay, go ahead and come and take half off right there, and there's a blue dot, and I'm going to close out the position. Again, another one where, look, this is probably going to be an example. I hope this doesn't just drop down here, because I want to show you why it's important. Yes, good. You see, if you get this DCR play, great. So DCR, fantastic. What bar size am I on? Okay, that is correlated with this bar size. Okay, this did not show up on the algo bar 30. Okay, this showed up on the 5s. What does the 5 give me?
Enigma short on the RTY2.
The 30, the 5s gives me 35 and 50. Okay, that's it. Okay, I won't say that's it, but I'm just going, it's that simple. This chart size is designed to give me good plays almost all the time for 35 to 50 ticks. If you're still trying to hold on and make hundreds of ticks every trade, from a 5, again, you've got to know the appropriate bar size and know what that chart is giving you when the play setups come in. Okay, 35 and 50. If you tried to hold beyond a hold of the opposing signal, right? Okay, that is an obvious power head shot to the long side there. We also had a crab in there. Basically, if I just held it, look how quick this could have been. Now, mind you, the whole move from there to there doesn't look like much, but that is 83 ticks in there potential. And why I'm saying I can consistently grab 35 to 50 ticks out of moves here, well, I can, but I'm not going to be, I can't get consistently. Again, you will, there will be occasions when you get some crazy runner and the market's moving your way and a high time frame comes into play while you're in the middle of your entry, that, you know, and I say those are, you know, if you have played well, luck will favor the prepared. And that lucky, hey, the market happened to turn and go that direction at that time after your beautiful entry, it can occur. But look how, look, in fact, I kind of love that this went all the way up here. And by the way, I'm about to try to slap. I'll love it. If we get into this area right here, I will look for a play in this little zone. That's why I kind of drew that out there. Like when you get something that looks like this, yeah, juicy. Okay, this is going to be a juicy zone. We want to look for play. There's an Enigma right there. Actually, I'll go ahead and start a position right there on the 17.5. See if we get a head fake. Seuss right there. There's a ready DD. Would love to see some king timing. I don't have timing here. This is still just going to be a medium play. It would be better if it landed on king or if this landed up here, because the danger here is they could pull a run here. There we go. And I'm going to just close it out. And yeah, very nice. So again, I had 60 ticks right there. That's what did I say before? A play here is going to give me 35 or 50 ticks. I'm going to thank my lucky stars if I got 60, right? I saw about 60 something right there when I closed it out. If I held longer, look, now you're eating heat and you lost it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, hopefully you guys get it. Comes with practice, comes with experience. At the same time, it comes from training. I've trained you. I'm training you well, but it's up to you. I can lead a horse to water. I cannot force you to drink. I tell people to do this stuff all the time, and I see them not do it all the time. I don't know what it is. Adults are hard to train. Okay, it's easier to teach a child. I'm saying, like, but sometimes there's like big kids. You guys you're staying stubborn, and you just want to keep, like, I mean, I had the guy on Monday who wanted to just keep arguing with me. It's so weird. Like, we adults have our egos become so fragile. I don't know what the deal is, but it's like we just cannot help ourselves, cannot be told you're wrong. People cannot take criticism these days. People cannot take hey, you're doing this wrong. Like, how else do you say that you're doing it wrong? Do you want to just keep getting patted on the back? And that's what I found out. Like, people do. They just want to keep getting patted on the back for the nonsense they're doing. And I'm like, well, it's not how you're going to be successful. I can tell you that. All right. Anyway, off my rant, off of my soapbox. Trade 1, trade 2, done there this morning. 8K, 2 trades. Looking for a bonus. See if I mean we're within a 10K shot here. At the same time, again, I am post windfall day. Okay, I am in the danger zone. I am in a dangerous zone right now. Okay, everything's been setting up well for me. I can feel the overconfidence coming in. Even right now, it's a perfect super AO here. I'm not going to take it because, again, right now, I got windfall in the back of my mind. I'm hearing buyers coming in all over the tape here. The audio box is kind of keeping me off of that play. Otherwise, normally, beautiful super AO, one to skip because I'm hearing popcorn, right? Sounds like popcorn on the tape. Buyers all over the tape right there. Audio box helping me out to stay out of a bad play and reminding myself of the rules post windfall of I don't want to give anything back, right? Yeah. Again, I'm saying this because I like at some point, you know, you need the beatdown. You just gotta at some point, we've all been there. At some point, you just need enough of a beatdown to just, okay, I'm gonna stop trying to do this my way. Let me hear what you're having to say, right? But you gotta beat to the ego, sadly. So this comes down to my whole omelet theory. To make an omelet, you gotta crack the egg, you gotta beat it, you gotta throw it on a frying pan, you gotta heat it up, turn it on high heat, burn it before it changes. Okay, and then after you got it beat down and it's all mushy, it's okay. Now let me build you back up. Okay, now let's put in some salt and pepper and let's put some cheese on it. Let's put some tomatoes and some jalapeno and put a little cilantro on there for you. Maybe a little garnish on the side, maybe a little hot sauce over on the side. Make a nice, beautiful omelet out of it, right? Worthy of eating, right? Don't be an egghead. Just trying to help you out. I love seeing our traders succeed, right? And we have massively successful traders in our crew. You can look at their results in our room, you see it, but they didn't get there by continuing to fight it and doing it their way, right? Let the tools do the work, learn the system, take the time to do it. Some people are jumping in, like, I remember, like, wanted to argue with me, like, well, I did watch the videos. And I'm like, okay, what video are you on? I'm halfway through. No. When I said, do I really have to say, when I say, did you watch the videos? You should say, no, I'm not finished yet. And I go, okay, well, that explains why, but you have no business trading live until you're done. You know, in my opinion. It's just an opinion, but you might be missing some things. You know, one call that I was on yesterday with somebody had said that they really got a lot out of making sure they waited for SMLK timing. There's like, oh, I hadn't gotten to the timing video yet. I didn't understand the timing thing. Okay, now this Super AO, I am going to take a little slap at here. I'm hearing buyers on the tape. Hope this isn't going to be a problem. Again, I have a lot of fear the day after a windfall, okay? I don't want to come in the next day. I do not have confidence in my play, especially on a Friday. Okay, early in, early out on a Friday too. Fridays are tricky days. All kinds of players coming in on a Friday. I'm going to pull half here. Again, I'm going to be very cautious on my plays here. Super AO, double ready DD here. This is a nice play setup normally. Oh, I hear them talking about some kind of unplanned news right here. I'm going to bail on this. I'm going to bail on it. We got the open line right there. I'm just going to bail on it. Okay, I'm going to take a small loss here. I'm going to take a loss here. Not worth it. Not worth it. I'm here. All of a sudden, as I'm getting into a play, I start hearing a news guy come on the lines on a day when we just said this morning there was, you know, no news scheduled, but all of a sudden he's talking and I'm getting into some weird play. No, I'm out. And it did work out. I could have held it and could have made some money on it, but not worth it. And I had a high time frame area as well. I wanted to take that, but you're starting to hear buyers nonstop. Shook me out there. That's all right. Better safe than sorry, especially post windfall day. Also had a 7.5 over there on the right. I had all kinds of reasons to have taken that, but what I also saw was this. Okay, where's Papa Dazzer at? Right, Papa Dazzer, did you mark this one? Did you mark it? Papa Dazzer does do something different than what we do here, where he actually has a separate chart where he tracks all of these over time. and he's going off of the defense leg strategy that I have taught. But he's turned this into a religion. He's done a very good job at going, okay, we get a big bull that hasn't been touched or it didn't make its profits, and he marks them off as they either get their target touched or they didn't make money to come back to and touch. And he has a separate chart that he tracks that on a higher time frame. Well, that one just came in at the same time, so that you know, kind of held me off of confidence in holding into that play there.
Down NQ on the 9.
All right, Santaneco, you're gonna watch it later. Hey, I saw you had a question earlier. I will come back up there and address your question. But yes, somebody has asked, one of them, the easy one is, can you use a trade copier with the full auto bot? Yeah, that does not impact that. You can use a trade copier if you want.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 7.
The Smart Risk console only tracks one account, just so you know. So that if you're asking, does the Smart Risk console apply to all those accounts? It does not. You would need to put a Smart Risk console on each of those accounts that you wanted to track if you wanted to shut it off at that point. But the you know, most of the time with an idea with a tracker or a trade copier is, okay, I made $1,000. Now I want to multiply that times 10 across 10 accounts. So I made $10,000 instead of 1,000. So you would put the risk console on one of those accounts. So it would close out all of the plays on that account. Does that make sense? And if you close out the leader account, then the leader account on a copier, the copier would then close all the others.
To the White House official, what Trump is to allow housing bill to become law.
Okay, that is a big bull just stepped in here. That is a 2,000 level bull. Does everybody see this? That is a 2,000 level bull. If you see it, type a 1. 2 if you're new. That is 2,000 level bull just stepped in right there. We need to mark it up. Okay, where did he start? Again, you don't have to do it this way. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes for the people that are new here. Okay, started right there. That's the front of it. Okay. And look at where the back of it is. We almost always already know where that is because we're going to get across at the end of it. So it's kind of going to indicate where that is. But if we're marking the front side and the back side of how much space it took them. So in that little sliver of space between here and here, okay, there's a 2,000 level buy side in there. Okay. So big bull right there. Okay. Is it over 1,000? Yes. So where does he want to go? 250 above, right? Now that's where he wants to go. And we have two scenarios. If he makes his money or if he doesn't make his money. All right. If you've been around here a while, you know. If you don't know, hang around a bit. You need to get through the training programs. Okay. So I'm going to mark out 250 above. Going to make it approximately the same size as the prior. That's why that's important. I want to size the zone approximately the same size as the big bull zone. I like to mark that as a bull. This will now be my target zone, where he wants to go. Okay. And now whether he does or he doesn't, we do two things with that, right? Defense leg strategy 101. 9:55. So normally at this time of day, most of the time there is 10 a.m. news. Today there's not scheduled, at least not scheduled 10 a.m. news. Okay, but normally I'm looking, going, okay, we got 5 minutes till a news event. Very weird Friday scenarios here going on. Big bull on the tape. Good morning, Diego. Thanks for saying hello. Could we get a future update in AB to auto mark those big bulls and bears, sir? So you can put that in the wish list section. Anytime you guys want something that you would like to see in a system, go into the wish list area and put it into the wish list with as much detail as possible. Don't be lazy. Don't be a project manager. Can't stand project managers. Worthless people. No offense. I'm sorry, Lord. I don't mean they're worthless, but you know what I'm saying. Like, project managers love to take the credit for the work of everybody around them, and it just don't seem to, most of the time, at least the ones that I have. I don't know why I got PTSD from project managers in the past, way back in the day when I used to work for them, man. always taking credit for your work, always taking credit for your ideas. And then when they have an idea, like they have an idea and then they're like, have you even worked through that idea? Did you even think about the whole thing? Like what do you want this? What do you want? And then they just expect you to ask 20 questions. Just lazy. Don't be a lazy project manager. If you got an idea, exactly what you want, put as much detail as possible. Okay. If you take the time to write out the level of detail, we're happy to, program it, but don't be lazy. Write out the details, take a screenshot, draw it, make sure it's clear, because I'm not going to come and ask you 30 questions afterwards. Okay. Not going to do follow-ups. Be respectful. You want people to be respectful of your time. Be respectful of others. If you want watermelons, plant watermelon seeds. Okay. You want oranges? Don't plant watermelon seeds. You want respect? Give respect. People expect respect by default. It's weird. If you want respect, then give it, then you'll receive it. Plant respect, you grow respect. Make sense? All right. Morning a bit late. All right, Adrian. Seeing a lot of Micron calls far by. Blah, blah, Micron might be helping in queue. I hate to ask a stupid question. What is Micron? Is that a poor question? I say that because I see the low IQs in JJ's room talking about Micron as well. So why am I must be out of the loop.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Yeah, treat others how you want to be treated.
Alpha Omega down on the 5. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7.
So according to marine traffic, Strait of Hormuz crossings fall as operators remain cautious.
Okay, we've got a delta shift here. Very weird little spot right here.
Double delta NQ on the 36.
Still got about a minute till 10 a.m. If you have not hit the like button yet, you're a terrible person. Just kidding, just kidding. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. 9:59, 1 minute till 10 a.m.
Strait of Hormuz fell for a second consecutive day on July 9th, dropping to 22 crossings from 30 the previous day.
It's a major company concerning AI computing. Okay. Heavily traded, just another flavor of the month in stocks. To stock, I gotcha.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the NQ7. Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7.
Okay, this Super AO. Nice throw. How far did she go? 181. Back into the big bull zone of the open.
According to IIF, they say that Korea net equity outflows from non-resident investors hit $30.5 billion, the highest in 26 years. Also, China equity shifted to $14 billion outflow in June from $8.1 billion in inflow in May.
So what he's talking about, I mean, it's right at 10 a.m. right now, and what he's
stood at $179.8 billion, above $141.7 billion in the first half of 2025. More hawkish Fed and renewed oil volatility could tighten dollar liquidity and raise emerging market risk hurdles.
So was there something scheduled at 10 a.m. that didn't say? I mean, he seems like he's...
So they say non-resident investors pull net $17.8 billion out of emerging market portfolios in due to large equity outflows.
Double Delta NQ on the 5.
So, I mean, that's what I mean by, like, even when there's not scheduled news, something comes up at 10 a.m., right? I mean, how that was, somebody planned for them to, like, release that at 10 a.m., even though there's no financial scheduled news event on Forex Factory, Econo Day, or Financial Juice. There it is, 10 a.m., and some news event, right, comes out at 10 a.m. So if you're a note taker type, or like just need to learn and understand, like this happens a lot, right? Experience will tell you this happens all the time. Like even without a scheduled news, like watch 10 a.m. somebody gonna say something, right? Trump's like, okay, it's 10 a.m. All right, no financial. Let's go. Let's get my name in the news today. Let's go say something. Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah. The game is designed to take your money out of your pocket, right? To get you to believe that you're right, and then ultimately take you because you're wrong. Oof. Okay, this is that. Look, I want to take any other day. I want to take that. I'm hearing buyers though on the tape. I don't hear sellers in this area. I want to take that Enigma so bad, but what is right next to it? What is my nope? Why is this a nope for me? Not just windfall. Looking at this chart, pop quiz. What's telling me? Big hint is nope right there. The nope in line. You guys are right. You guys know. You guys been hanging out. You know. That is the nope line. The open. You can respell open. You are new here. Okay, I talk about this a lot. That's the open line. That dash line right there. The orangish sandy color one. That's the open. Take the in. Put it at the beginning. Take it off here. What does it say? It says nope. Don't take trades around this area. Like amazing trades just get washed in this area far too often. Not every time. This may work out just fine. This may have a nice little drop out here. Or they're just waiting, getting it all grindy, windy, and just ready to launch, right? And just so great plays here just get washed too many times. And I'm already looking for excuses not to take plays here. Already up over 8,600 on the day, you know, with the bots. The bot employees did their job there this morning. They're up a K. I'm up 7,600 plus a hundo, like Mike Schwartz likes to say. A hundo. I got me a hundo. Hey, did you guys see Mike Schwartz is doing night times now too? I don't know when the guy ever sleeps. Anybody know if Mike's okay? Mike's like doing a nighttime show. He's doing a 4-hour stream in the morning, 4-hour stream at night, up early in the morning. He's on it. So go show the guy some love. Go make sure you guys are following him over there. And I have relented to know that, listen, it doesn't matter what they do to me, as he has you know, treated us unkindly. I will attempt to do that that Bible hard thing to do is to the whole love your enemies. Man, that's a hard one. It's a hard one. Be forgiving. I saw a podcast yesterday and a lady was talking about, you know, I don't know about these NDEs, little near-death experience things, but something she said in it like really kind of stuck with me. It was the spirit of unforgiveness. To not forgive. Somebody did something wrong to you, attempt to forgive, but she kind of put it to the mind, you better, because if you don't, it literally is that if you choose not to forgive someone else, then you'll not be forgiven, and nobody wants that. You don't want that. So try to forgive. I know it's a struggle. I struggle with it. I'm just admitting it. I have a hard time with it. I have a very hard time with it. But make an effort to do it. So, you know, would love to have, you know, seen Mike continue to work with us. You know, he got upset because I asked him for an email
by the US and Iran
of people that were attacking my family while I was in the middle of a court hearing thing. I just thought it would be simple for somebody to return an email. And, you know, spilled milk, literally argument over spilled milk. And somebody goes and deletes all your videos and wants to, you know, throw their temper tantrum and, you know, be a child, whatever. Forgive anyway. And anyhow,
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. They don't have algo box. I feel bad. I feel bad for them, honestly. It's a lot easier to trade with a great system. So
2-finger NQ on the 36.
but you know, I don't know, I saw him up late last night. I was like, dude, does the guy ever sleep? Then I saw him online and up early this morning. I posted his posted a link to his live stream there this morning, and I don't know, I'm just worried about the guy. Like, I don't know if that's healthy.
We have also
Way too much time sitting in front of that computer and being on live streams and trading nonstop and making videos all day. I don't know. That's something. That's something. But no, hope he's doing well. I know you algobars, etc. I'm curious. Did I miss a question? Let's see. No question. Apologize in advance. I trade high time frame. Okay. Big question. I have to extend this out here to see it on screen here. Let's see. There is
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 36. Enigma long on the YM harmonic NQ on the
you can put algobox on our hourly bars. You can. Yeah. I mean, if you're on your hourlies, whatever, yeah, put it on there. Yeah, I mean, you can. Here, let's see. Pro tip, here's how you duplicate a chart. Just right click on the little thing that says chart up at the top, right click, duplicate. Bing. Okay, now you got a new window with all of the same stuff as the other one. So now you want to see what it looks like on an hourly. So click the drop down and you want to go to minutes. You want to go 60 minutes. 60-minute chart. Let's add more days of data. It's got 5 days on it right now. So 10 days because you said you want to do swing trading or whatever. So yeah, we can do that. Let me put in, let's see. I think I've got, you'd have to take off, I won't say you have to, but I would take off those day divisors. It's under the data series, I think. Let's see, let's turn off day breaks.
2-finger NQ on the 36. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Alpha Omega down.
There we go. Yeah, so turn off the trading hours break line. We want to set that to transparent. Clean up the chart a little bit there. Take the visuals off there, and then I mean, I would probably want to adjust a few things even more so. Probably should start with like an 89 chart to do that. But I mean, if you're just hung up on, you're stuck on your, you know, I need my hourly bars. I mean, you can, the system will work on it. It's just not as cool. Yeah, I mean, if you're a minute guy, you want to go on to minutes or hourlies, whatever, you can do that. I have a whole video around using high time frames, but I would still be using fib number sequences out of algo bars or range bars. And there's a video on that in the series. Go through, like I always tell people, like, go through the videos. You'll find these golden nuggets in there. They're there. They're just not there when you want them. Right? Like, I have to make a choice somewhere in there of how I lay things out to build on each other, get to a certain point. If you disagree with how that goes, well, that's fine. There's opinion on, you know, when you learn something. But if you want to learn it early, then go down the list and see your video and go click on it. Right? So if you don't know what I'm talking about here, here's how I lay it out. Let me give you a list, and I'll show you some of the most important videos are at the end. And I do that on purpose because you remember the beginnings and endings of things. You remember stuff at the beginning. So that's why they talk about when you should segment your training on anything, that you should take breaks in between, because that means you can either have one big beginning start and just go all day and have an end, and you're going to learn something at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. Or if you chop it up and you go, okay, I'm going to start, I'm going to do it for an hour, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to do it for 2 hours, then I'm going to do it 3 hours, and then now you have chunks of those and you have multiple beginnings and endings. Now you'll have more things that you recall That's just a strategy of learning. So that's everything to do with trading, I know. But let's go over here to our playlist here. So if you are in our trading library area and I go to the playlist, if you're a skipper, you like to skip around, you're like, I don't want to do it your way, I want to do it my way. Go ahead. You can. We have to lay it out somehow, right? So I have done what I feel like might be the best way to do something, but within our list, I think you should start with risk at the top. I think risk is the most important thing to control. So risk is at the beginning. One of our very first things is start with the risk lessons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is the core. I call these the core. This is my ism. Like this is the out of these 6 core lessons in the premium area. This is like the reality of trading. We talk about why I take 5 trades and philosophies of how you want to get your 10,000 hours in. How do you get 10,000 hours in 1,000 hours? How do you maximize your time? All that kind of stuff in the first 6. If you make it through those, again, these are an hour. The very first one's 2 hours long. Okay, I understand people are like, oh, 2 hours. Oh, I don't know if I can make it through that. I know. I don't know how else to get like. You know, you guys have seen how much money we can do and make here in trading. It doesn't come easy. It's going to take work and effort. Okay. But then let's talk about scrolling down and let's go all the way to the bottom of the list here. Like the golden nuggets that you'll get to in the training materials area. At least, again, these are my opinions. You can differ. Ironically, I just talked about the windfall profits day because, again, if you're just coming in and you're going through the training, I don't think you've probably hit a windfall yet. So I don't think it's something you need to know on day one. But I'm like, hey, on that day, when you hit that giant day, okay, you're like, oh, I made so much money. And now all of a sudden you get this super confidence the day before. Like there's something for that. Okay. How about 7 tips overcoming fear while trading? I think that's important. The 10x rule. I think this is very important, but it's down at the bottom, right? If you're up here, you're like, well, I got halfway through. I'm like, so you haven't got to the 10x rule. You haven't gotten to the alpha omega tuning. You haven't gotten to the advanced headshot strategy video in there. Understanding the rubber band concept. I forgot this is a really big one too. Understanding that the biggest edges are when the rubber band is stretched, type of thing. What's another one? Game-changing trading practice. I think this is a very important one. You can trick your brain to trade better. Like you haven't gotten to these yet. These are way down the list. Lunchbot. There's a 3-part series on Lunchbot. How to run Lunchbot. So pretty far down the list there. Alpha Omega tuning, pretty good ways down there. I think it's very important to know how to tune your videos. There's literally 2 of them back to back. Very important to know how to do this. Trading the close, like if you're going to trade at the end of the day, the lucky sevens play. If you're trading the last 7 minutes of the day, some very cool tips and tricks as you're going through the training material area. Yeah. Main thing, just you want to complete the training. Okay, halfway through, unfortunately, it doesn't cut it. Okay, it's not done. Stop needing credit for getting halfway through something and being like, but I've been doing a lot of time, Vinny, right? Pat me on the back. Okay, if you need a pat on the back, man, talk to your significant other, your spouse, your friend, your coworker, your whoever. I'm your mentor. I'm here to tell you when the job's done. I'm here to tell you when you're ready. And you're not ready. If you're halfway through, you have no business trading, in my opinion. Okay, and it's just my expert opinion, quite frankly. Yeah, a medical course on its own is not like I don't want a nurse working on me who's halfway through nursing school, right? I don't want a doctor to work on me who's, doesn't have any time in the surgical room. You know what I'm saying? Very useful in your swing trading. Yeah, I mean, if you are going to swing trade, I wouldn't swing trade without AlgoBox. You want the signal setups from AlgoBox. Even if you're on an hourly, like at least get our stuff on there. 89 is the highest that we go. That's kind of equivalent to like a 4-hour bar on the NQ. It's equivalent to almost a daily bar on the ES. But you might want to go up one fib number from that. So the 144 might be something that you might want to use. And we talk about that in that high time frame video. Oh, sorry, that's what I was looking for in there. There's a high time frame playing higher time frames video in there on how to go, okay, so if I want to extrapolate what we're doing here on the lower time frames to higher time frames, here's how you do it. There's a video in there on that, talking about trading HTF, like high time frame stuff, if you want to try to convert to that. And I also talk about the disadvantages of that, though, and I talk about Charlie Munger, who was Warren Buffett's right-hand man. He passed away maybe a couple years ago now, but he was on, you know, he was one of his podcasts. Oh, he wasn't, not his podcast, but someone was interviewing, talking to him, and they said, hey, so you know about Renaissance, one of the most successful algorithmic trading hedge funds. He said, how come you and Warren Buffett don't do that? And he said, well, we looked into it. He said, they're making micro adjustments, and they are applying those to small time frames and taking advantage of inefficiencies in the markets on the lower time frames. He said, but then when we extracted it to the higher time frames, he said it didn't work nearly as well. Okay, Charlie Munger said that. I have said that. It works better on the lower time frames. There are advantages. You can make way more, and the advantages are on the lower time frames. They don't apply to the higher time frames, because once that bigger move is coming in, like, there's a certain tracking factor that humans are capable of tracking and those that are not, and day over day, and sleep cycles and news cycles and all the things that apply on the macro level that we find on the micro level do not apply at the macro level in the same way. And I say in the same way, okay, because they do, but not, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's a wash on the higher time frame stuff. Not necessarily a wash, but it's like I need to correlate it with the lower time frame inefficiency that I'm taking advantage of. Yeah, you don't want the doctor who has to call. Let me, I don't know. Let me phone a friend on that while I'm working on you. Yeah, and probably same applies to your trading. You don't want that either. For your layer gift to the altar, yes, go therefore and make amends with your brother, and then come and offer your gift. 100% Bill Baker, bringing the heat with the meat. Yep, you know.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Let's see. Wow, that's a nice mega late Nate. See, at the open line, again, another one of those like beautiful enigma, and it's on the open line, sitting there on the open, right? Just we're flirting here at the open, the place to just not play, right? You got chopped up. Now we're moving away from it. Good stuff. Oh wow, look what we have right here. We just got a 2,000 level bear now. Okay, did that bull make his money? Nope. Did he get up there? Nope. And look who just stepped in. They just exchanged hands. Okay. Big bear right there. Big bear coming in right here. Mark him up. Mark 250 down below. It's going to be a wild Friday. It's 10/19. And I don't think I really got my shot at my bonus here. Yeah, did we get to 100 likes? How many likes do we got? Anybody want to slap a few more likes in there for me? Let's see how many likes we got. If you want me to hang around and talk a little bit more, answer more questions here, smash that like button for me here. We got 66 likes. I think we can do better than that. But I know you guys want to just go watch some. You guys want to go watch the idiots talk about their sea-doos and. I'm on a Ferrari. I'm on a Ferrari for my girlfriend. Just trust me, bro. Just trust me. It wasn't from all the giveaways that we're doing. It wasn't from the. No, man. It's from my trading. Just trust me, bro. This is my dog Toto. I mean Pickle. I mean Por Toto del Mundo.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
I'll be here all day.
Divergence up NQ on the 36. Good dot NQ on the 7. Divergence up NQ on the 9.
Yeah, then I'll hand over the stream to Brad. I mean Brad. And then I'll hand it over to. Listen, I just gotta keep this thing going all day, okay? You guys gotta just keep using my code, okay? Just gotta get my Ferrari. And then I gotta go play some Atari. Kids, what do you mean? Me take care of my kids? No. Nah, dude. It's all about me. Oh. I mean, we'd like to do some giveaways too, but no, we just don't. We don't hang around long enough to do all that. We don't need to. I don't think it's wise to sit there and trade all day, personally. And I don't think trading is that entertaining. I think you got better things to do on a Friday. Okay. Any important questions? Go ahead and drop one more question. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slap at this one. I got a 12. I'm gonna go half position here. See if I can get target 1 on it. I don't like how they're looking very trappy here. I will close this out immediately if it doesn't go straight to my target here. There's a dot. Okay, could be looking to pull. High time frame looks like it could bounce there. Yep. Oh, okay. There's a butterfly on the high time frame. If it doesn't crack, I'll go at it. If it does, I'm going to close it out here for a quick one here on a Friday. It is very dangerous time of day. It's 10:23 on a Friday. Should be normally done around 10:10. We did all right. Oh man, it's back to my POE. There's a cross. I'm going to add on it. Come on, give me that. Give me that drop. We're coming off of the butterfly on the higher time frame. But I don't know if it's going to get to the other side of the bowl or not. Let's see. We're currently neutral, but if we start shifting into green, I'll have to call it. Let's see. I heard a few sellers in there. They tried. They didn't stay steady. Back into the top of the bowl on the butterfly. I'm hearing buyers step in on the tape. That's not good. Yep. Okay, into the bear zone. What do I need in the bear zone? I need 3 crosses in the bear zone. Same time, what's dangerous is we got the open up there, and this guy never made his money. Okay, and that is still a good. That's still 172 ticks up there. Okay, there's the super AO. That's cross number 1. There's cross number 2. Super DCR or a double cross double move. What's it going to be? We got our 2 zones up above us. ES is pointing up, but he's right into his golden ropes. Open, she just kind of lets me out here because the original Enigma idea got broken there. Oh, here we go. And now they're talking news. Okay.
Outside of the nation.
Never a good sign for me. I'm going to pull half as it touches my POE here. Starting to bail on the position. Zeus. Am I going to get 10K? And there's 10K on the day. Let's go! We're just having a little fun. Just have a little fun. Nothing wrong with that.
baby. I know it's been crazy, you don't see me, it's exhausting. City to city, cause I'm shiny, boys is popping. You keep making plans, babe, I'm sorry, I keep flopping. Call me late at night, cause I love you when you talk. No matter where I go with you, not here, it's just not home. No, I can't let go without you near. Feel alone. I'm holding on your tricks. Got me 10 feet off the ground. Now I'm seeing how you play.
Oh, we got to bring out the money gun for that one.
You tell me that you need me, then you go and show me how. Wait, you tell me that it's easy, didn't think I'd see the game you play. It's too late to miss the game. Out the box, it's too late. I said it's too late to miss the game. Out the box, it's too late.
All right. Let's turn that down just a minute. I want to answer this question somebody else had asked earlier around on full auto. Someone had said, if we're not doing none, it was on a small account and wanted to run on the full auto bot, what ATM do you recommend? So this still comes down to bar size. Like, which bar are you running on? What targeting do you want? So when I start this scenario where I'm asking myself, well, I know people tend to flip this, and this is the problem, right? This is you can't get people out of this. This is why I almost hesitate to even give people access to full auto, because you just it's hard to understand the mindset of what you need to come into in the markets. At the end of the day, start with what is your goal? What is your goal? What do you want to do? But people are always like, well, what can it do? Just stop. Stop. It's not the right question. The right question is, what do you want to do? A realistic goal of what you want to do. And you start with replacing your income, in my opinion, or half your income. Or if you've got a full-time and a part-time job. I told somebody this the other day. They had a full-time and a part-time job. First, then try to replace the part-time job first. Give yourself back your time. I think you should start with what will give you back your time. One, how do you replace your part-time job? Second, how do you replace your full-time job? What is that number? Find out what is that number. Now, how would I get the system? Stop asking, what do you recommend for a small account? What the F is a small account, number one? I don't give a crap about what a small account is. What does that mean? What size? Stop saying small account. Small to me, if you have 100K, that is small to me.
Two-finger NQ on the 36.
And I'm talking about real money, not fake. Like I went to, I bought a 150K account from, no, I'm talking about actual live self-funded. If you didn't spend $100,000 at Apex, small account. So what's small account to you? It matters your goal first. Okay. You start there. What do you want to make? Number one, then figure out how to do that. How many trades do I need? How many contracts do I need to do that? This is how you think. Okay. So don't come and ask me, what do you do in a small account, bro? I do exactly what I'm doing right here. Okay. I don't change because of small, big, whatever. It comes to the size of the plays within the boundaries of the instrument, because you need to know how many people are on the sides of the tape. You can't do it through thin zones. You're not gonna be able to play the same size at night. You play during the daytime, etc., etc. But how much do you need to make? And then divide that by 2. Why? This is what I teach you guys all the time. Stop trying to F around and find another formula. It's the same every time. However much you need to make. What do? You guys tell me. What did I just say? What do? You divide by 2. I'm trying to teach things in rhymes and reasons so that you can memory peg them and lock them in. Okay. We play smarter. We are smarter. Okay. But stop playing stupid. Okay. Get out of the stupid mindset. Listen to what I've been saying. Listen to what I'm telling you. 2. Divide by 2. But I want to let the system run all day. Why? You don't know what you don't know. When you start to admit that you don't know what you don't know, you're not a surgeon, so stop trying to do surgery on somebody. You're not a trader, so stop trying to trade. You're talking to a trader, you're talking to someone who actually does it, and they're telling you don't do it. And you're like, but I want to. If you want, here's the thing. People seek counsel, but they don't, okay? Drives me wild when people are like, we need to go see a counselor. You don't want counseling. You want agreement. You're not seeking counsel, you're seeking agreement. You want to find someone who agrees with you, and then you're like, that's a good counselor. Good counselor defined by agreeing with you, that's dumb. What you want is you want to bring the people in the room who are opposed to you. You want to know the other side. You want to know, because if you're truly seeking the truth. Now, most people aren't, man. People love the lies, right? People love the lies. Y'all still think you're sitting on a spinning ball. You think your planet is a globe. I mean, you're straight up fucking retarded. How much do you want to make? Divide by 2. You need winner chicken dinner. Okay, what is it? You want to make 1,000 a day? Then you need $500 in a trade. Right. So then you're like, well, how many ticks do I need? Well, then you look for full auto on the bar size that gives you that number. What gives you 500? And then you can sort it by contract counts. If they're $5 a tick,
asked us to continue talks.
if you do 2, then it's $10 a tick.
But the US has stated that
Okay, there's some news event.
the ceasefire is over.
Okay, ceasefire is over. Okay, so here go. Trump effect, all right? The ceasefire is over, and market's responding. Could I press the sell button here? I mean, I guess so. But, oh,
Down some movement from
that's fun.
Upside movement from the
Okay, all the way to low of day in a couple seconds. 6.1 all the way to, let's see how big a drop this was.
in no uncertain terms of this.
So that is a 1,000 tick drop here, 915 ticks. There with a, unscheduled news. It's almost like we had the calm before the storm this morning. Remember when I said, like, it's really weird that we have no news today? Like, no scheduled news, or like, nah, we got something for you. We'll throw in, no ceasefire. Me bomb you. You on the other side of the world, me bomb you. You on the other side of the flat pond,
Quickly turning negative to hit session lows as Trump Truth Social says
me bomb you.
them in no uncertain terms of the ceasefire.
Elon, what you think?
But we have
Beast
agreed
man.
to Iran talks.
Use your boring company to build me a bunker. Get your AI bots to go and take care of these people who disagree with me
On the
immediately.
the headlines.
Okay. Market's going wild. Okay, so now I want to switch to a high time frame. Look for a high time frame play or one on your optimized range. We have one right here.
600
Two
index.
finger salute, boom, drop, beautiful. So now just move up time frames. Right, move up time frames. Market starts moving really fast. Up the time frame. Look for your plays. Remember that the targets on those come with risk and reward, right? So the bigger the reward, the bigger the risk. So anyway, anybody who's talking about, well, play with a small account, you can start with your, like, let's do this. The solution to this is start with what do you want? If you can define for me what you want, then we can divide up for you and tell you what I would do in a scenario where I wanted to make X, whatever that number is. And we start with what do you want to make? Okay. We need to try to divide that by 2. We need winner chicken dinner. If it's too big a number, like I want to make $10 million a day. Again, I have the retards in the room who come over here and just F around and say stuff like that. I think that somebody the other day was like, I want to make $1 million a month. Okay. Well, hope you can start thinking through those numbers. And like, well, you're gonna need you need $50,000 a day. So to make $50,000 a day, divide that by 2. you're going to need to make $25,000 per trade, and you need 2 of those. What time frame and how much size do you need to go? You know what I'm saying? You start working your way backwards. If you're going to trade the NASDAQ, $5 a tick, or you're going to trade the ES, $12.50 a tick. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, you can. You start going down that, and you go, well, is it capable to trade on the NASDAQ? Well, maybe you can't execute that many contracts on. Well, anyway, there's a whole list of things that you start going through on that. But you try to define that to determine what the bar is. Okay. Let me ask a question to you guys. Who can answer this question? If I am on the algo bar 2s, because you need to understand the fundamentals. This is why we go to fundamentals first, but you guys want to go straight to full auto on day 1. Like, this is the nonsense that you guys bring, and I can't help but, you know, I don't even say laugh. It's just sad. Like, most people come, they struggle with trading, and the first thing they want to do is give something else trade for me. But you also, like, you've gotten to a point where you're so broke you couldn't afford for somebody to come in and trade for you. You can't hire somebody, so stop trying to come in and be like, well, I'll buy something that will do it for me. You can't afford it. You're going to have to learn how to do it. Learn the fundamentals first. Fundamental things like, how much is a tick worth? How hard is it to catch a couple of ticks? That's why I start you out for 40 days. Just take plays for 40 days. I think that's exceptional. And that's how you will learn the chart. If you are brand new to things, play with it first in sim, and stop like the first day, like, well, I bought an Apex account yesterday, Vinny, now what do I do? Practice. Spend the time in market replay. But what do I do with the account? Stop asking me what to do with the account. Like, you put the cart before the horse. You're like, you don't have a horse yet. But I bought the feed. You need a horse. What? First thing, let's learn how to play the chart. Can we start there? Can you stop starting with how much money do I need and what do I trade? Can we start with, can you learn how to trade first? Can you get good on the chart first? Can you start putting up some points on the board? Can you know how far, like how much is a play from here to here? If I got that from there to there, how much money is that?
Divergence down NQ on the 89.
Can you start there? Okay, 141. Now you got to multiply that times 5. 141 times 5.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 9.
$5 a tick. What if it's ES? Well, on ES, it's $12.50 a tick, but ES doesn't move as far. So there's all these things that you need to learn first. The pros and cons of each. Know the different size gears. Why do I tell you if you're new, don't trade in Q? Why do I tell you if you're new, don't trade in Q, give RTY a try? That's the rhyme. RTY. He's sitting over here waiting for you. Give RTY a try. You're brand new. The markets are super hot. Crazy volatility right now. It's an amazing time to be a trader. I love it right now. Like, it is so easy to trade right now. The markets are giving all kinds of volatility. People tend to fear volatility when you're new. Okay. For somebody who's been around the markets, we love this. We love this. This is a trader's market. This is a trader's dream. The amount of speed and the opportunities that we have. So all that drop, and look, we're all the way back up here, back to the 2 zones I just said there this morning, right? Isn't that cool?
Delta shift NQ on the 9.
It's crazy.
Enigma short on the NQ.
So which of the ATMs aside from none do you recommend? The ATM is not the thing. Like, the ATM just fulfills the target. Like, listen, stop trying to do full auto. And this is also why I don't even want to release full auto to anybody who hasn't been trading a system for, you know, I don't know, either be very experienced with the markets, or if you're brand new, like, you really need to wait. Like, don't even start talking about it till you've been actually trading for 6 months, or you have done this manually by hand. You know, I am very tempted to just like not let anybody trade full auto at all until you have shown that you know the basic stuff. Like, how much money do you make if you take a 10 tick target on the NASDAQ for 1 contract? And if you have to think about that, like, you have a problem. Like, you've got to know the basics of stuff, and then you go, okay, now if you go to the 3s, what would be target 1? Huh? If you cannot answer that question, you have no business doing this yet. You've got to know your chart first. Know the chart. Stop trying to play the, well, I don't want to know the chart. I just want to let the bot know the chart. If that was the case, I promise you, you couldn't afford me. Sure, I'd set it up for you, get it all set up, and I'll take all the time to work for. You can't afford me. You can't afford the people who do know that. They're just going to trade for themselves. I have no business to. You can't pay me enough to sit there and coddle your laziness. But I've laid out a program that you can learn this faster than anywhere else. It would take you a decade or more to learn what I can teach you. Literally, I can teach you what you can learn in a decade in 10 days. Multiple decades in 40. And then if you'll just put in the practice that I tell you, 40 days of practice on quantity, 40 days of practice on quality, and you'll be ready. So why won't you do it? Okay. You're lazy, but you wanted it yesterday. That is a deadly combo. So give it a little time. You're going to have to spend a dime. Okay. But then once you have placed the value in the system, learn it, take you about 40 days to complete the videos. That's the training component. Now what you've learned, you want to apply it for 40 days, executing in sim. Take every trade you see. Stop and target over and over again. Learn, learn, learn. Put the reps in. Quantity in the middle 40 days. Quality at the end. Then filter. You filter at the end. Stop filtering on day one. Okay? You're not going to get enough reps in to get the amount of knowledge that you need. I'm telling you what you need to do. You have to trust that I know what I'm telling you to do. You've got to start there. You've got to know that I know what I'm talking about. You have to know that what I've told you to do will get you where you need to be. I think the results speak for themselves. Look into the room, the people who did it, look at their results. If you want those results, you're going to have to do what they did. Stop trying to go, well, I want those results, but I don't want to do what they did. Right? Everybody know about the ballerina effect? Everybody wants to, the people who see the ballerina out there on the stage and doing all these beautiful, you know, turns and up on their tippy toes. And then, you know, there's that infamous photo of, yeah, but do you know what it took for them to get there? Right? And will you put up with the broken toes and the, you know, the long days of all the stretching routines and all of the workout routines and all the balancing things that they've done and all that whatnot? No, you just want to, I just want to get on the floor and dance. How do I just get on the floor and dance? Just show me how to get on the floor and dance. Like, yes, we make it look easy, but that's because we put in the time. And I'm not saying you have to put in 2 decades of time like I have. I'm saying use my 2 decades of experience. This isn't like, good news is this isn't like ballerinas. You don't have to have any broken toes. Hopefully not any broken accounts. We don't have to do that if you will do what I said to do. Start, have all the broken accounts in sim. Okay, take your time in sim, learn your lessons in sim so that you can succeed in live, and then give yourself the financial freedom that you want, but you wanted yesterday. Give it 40 days to get to the training program. Give it 40 days to go through the practice of quantity, many executions, then quality for the final 40 days. Then you'll be ready. When you get to month number 6, something magical happens at day 90, and then another little magical thing. I gotta take a slap at this. You're coming into my bear zone here, and you come up fast. Let's see if I can grab a little bag here.
Harmonic NQ on the 36.
Yeah, I'll just close it out right there. All right. Added a little bag there. Knew there was going to be something coming out of that. Came up fast into the bear zone. Multiple crosses. Big cluster there. I do want a 2 measure here. Press F3. I like to go from, oops, wrong button. I like to go from here. Ow, am I pressing the wrong buttons here? What's going on? Oh, look at that. Puts it right up into the bull zone there. Okay. What's our time? 10:45. You guys are tired of my rants, I'm sure. Hour and 45 minutes. Yeah. If you want to become a pro, you need some reps. Okay, you need some reps. Let me kind of show you a couple things here in the chat. If you guys can post in, anybody, if you have not done so already, post your P&L in the chat for us, would you? Especially you guys who have been experienced, do me a favor. All right, here's let's look at some results from the members from here, from today. Noob Saibot, he did over 10K there today. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, 10K. Noob Saibot, I mean, I don't know if these guys want to, I hate asking people for interviews, but sometimes, like, if you guys want to help some people out, if you guys are willing to do an interview where we talk, just asking questions like, hey, you know, what do you do? You know, what taught you the most from our stuff? Again, I'm asking for volunteers. If you want to do that, will you send me a DM, be like, hey, Vinny, I'd like to answer some questions. You know, I'd be like, awesome. Okay, can I get on a call you? And again, there's several ways. If you don't want to be on, I'm not asking you to come on and be on a video or anything like that, but if we just want to have a chat, have a talk, answer some questions, I just like to tell people, like, okay, so here's what I talked to with Noob Saibot. What did he go through? What was his process of going through our system? Did he go through the system the way that it was intended to, right? Are there any shortcuts? I think we're going to, ultimately, most people end up telling you that the shortcut is just on day one, give in and stop doing what you want to do and do what Vinny tells you to do. I'm pretty sure that's the answer. Just do it my way. It will be the fastest path to success. He played both sides. 6,800 on the long side, 3,600 on the short side. Well done, sir. He is pretty consistent with posting his trades as well sometimes there in the chat. I just loved seeing his stuff from yesterday. Zed, one of our trainers, up 2K on the day. Brian, 2,600 on the day. Very nice work. Let's scroll up here. Don't forget that 90% off with Apex. We'd love to be able to do some account giveaways at some point. Papa Dazer, big player, 12K on the day. Okay. Scroll up. Whiskers. His story. I do know his story. We've talked. His story. He traded for 20 plus years without success. Came to us, focused in on the 940 to 950 reversal that I taught. Got the system set up exactly like I told him. He said, Vinny, I'm not very tech savvy. I said, all I'm going to ask you to do is, are you willing to do exactly what I tell you to do with no questions? He said, yes. I said, go buy a new desk. Like, yes, sir. I mean, he didn't even go like, are you sure? I said, yeah. Because I said, start with a picture of your desk. Let me see your desk. Your desk is crap. Said, go to IKEA. Doesn't need to be expensive, but it does need to be, it has to have a purpose and a function. IKEA desk. Next. 43-inch monitor, TV in front of you. Next. One flanking monitor on the left. Next. Buy this keyboard, buy this mouse. Next. Did all of it. He's bagging 10, 15, 20K a day. Today, this is a lightweight day for him. This is lightweight. He did 73.45 today. That's lightweight for him. I've seen him. He's usually, if you look at his stats, he's doing like 15, 20K a day. Right. Kid Rob, can you look at my account and tell why I've lost access to the pro section? Actually, Kid Rob, I saw yours the other day. You canceled your maintenance. So yeah, I don't know if you're here or not, but you haven't been participating. But you canceled your maintenance the other day. So I mean, you canceled, bro. Eddie, my right hand man for 2.5 years, and then he was with us. Eddie, I'm not sure if he's even live straight. Like, Eddie's in and out these days. So he got married. He got married last year, and he's been tanking and banking and going on and having a good time. He's done some traveling. He's sent some pictures from Italy and stuff. He's visiting all kinds of cool places and traveling the world these days with his lady, which is awesome. Congrats again, Eddie, the man with the plan over there. Helped us out tremendously with our documentation area. So kudos and shout outs to Eddie for working with me for 3.5 years on our documentation area. You don't have to be perfect to be profitable. Look, you didn't do well on the short side today. I don't say you even do well. Who cares? Right? 1,200 on the long side, 1,500 negative on the short side. There's the stats, big numbers. Learn to love the dips. You don't have to be perfect to be profitable. Beautiful work there. 10K. But he just did what we told him to do. Okay. $4,600, $4,700 here. Or this is Papa Days are getting started, getting warmed up there this morning, and this is where we started here this morning. walking through. Let's scroll down. Yeah, we have a whole section on the left. Greg, here we go. Crazy swing there. 13,000 there today for Greg C. Pete, 440. I think he trades micros. So that's $4,400 on minis. No trading in the last couple days. He had some stuff going on there. He had no list early in, early out on a Friday though. Very nice. Beautiful stuff. Right. To get there though, I think any one of these individuals would probably tell you, go through the training program and do it. Just the fastest thing you can do is get off of you. Okay. Get your isms out of the way. Trust that it's going to take a little bit of time. This is the shortcut, okay? There is no shortcut to the shortcut, okay? If you maximize the way that I teach it to you, because I'm trying to shortcut your path. I'm not trying to get you to stay in it for a long time and take forever. I want you to not need me. Other places want you to need the guru. I don't. I want to give you the tools. I want you to, all you need is the tools and the rules so that you can do it in the dark on your own and have financial freedom for you and your family, okay? Happy Friday. I'll see you guys Monday, Mentorship Monday for the new folks. Hopefully you guys got some good stuff here on a Friday, Full Auto Friday. Thanks for hanging out with me here. Full Auto bots did their job. Nice. Let's actually look at my P&L curve today, 10th. Shay, take a look at my P&L curve somewhere in there. That's here on the long side, short side. Okay, we got a bump in there somewhere. Here's what mine look like here today. They laid out about like this here for trade counts. Right about there. All right, bots did their job. Employees did their job. I did my job. Friday, early in, early out. It is 10:53. So from the market open at 9:30, all the jabbing and talking, we've been here hour and 20 minutes. Not too bad. But you don't get here by doing it vicariously or doing it while you're sleeping. Okay. Put in a little time, put some executions on the chart. Saturdays, I encourage you guys to compete on Saturdays. Now, some people get nervous about competition. Here's the competition. See who spends the most amount of time in market replay on the Saturday. It's not about if you did bigger numbers than the other person, because here's the direct correlation. There is a direct correlation in the amount of time you spend in market replay and the size of your P&L. You didn't catch that the first time, roll back the tape and play it back. Saturdays are for market replay time. The more time you spend, the more time, the more dime. On Saturday, in our Discord room, get to competing, okay? Be like, I spent X number of hours in market replay today. Good. Be a champion of it. On Saturdays, compete. See who can spend the most amount of time on a Saturday in market replay. If you got a full-time job, whatever, fine. Dedicate, carve out some time to spend on market replay. Execute, play the game. And I teach you strategies around playing the game in market replay in the videos. Watch the videos, learn from the videos, then execute what you've learned in the videos. Then the numbers will come. Play well, trade well, the numbers will come. All right. Beautiful work there today. You guys are also awesome. And I will catch you guys on Monday morning. Have a fantastic weekend. Blessings on you and the family. See ya.